Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Fact Engine. Money, power, greed. Throughout history, the desire to get rich has driven some to commit acts of deceit that shocked the world. Today, we're diving into the 5 biggest financial scams in history, where billions of dollars were stolen, trust was shattered, and lives were forever changed. Let's take a closer look at how these schemes unfolded and what we can learn from them. Number 1. Bernie Madoff's Ponzi scheme, the $64.8 billion scam. First up, we have one of the most infamous names in financial fraud, Bernie Madoff. Madoff's Ponzi scheme was the largest of its kind, defrauding thousands of investors of a staggering $64.8 billion. How did he do it? By promising consistent, high returns. He claimed to have a foolproof investment strategy, but instead of investing his clients' money, Madoff used funds from new investors to pay off earlier ones. This scheme unraveled during the 2008 financial crisis, when Madoff couldn't meet the withdrawal demands of panicked investors. Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, but the damage to families, charities, and institutions was irreparable. Number 2. Enron, the corporate giant that collapsed. Next, the downfall of energy giant Enron. In the late 1990s, Enron was considered one of the most innovative companies in America. Its stock was booming and its executives were hailed as geniuses. But it was all built on lies. Enron's leadership used accounting tricks to hide billions of dollars in debt from its balance sheets. They inflated profits and hid losses through complex off-the-books entities. When the truth came out in 2001, the company collapsed almost overnight, wiping out $74 billion in stock value and devastating employees' pensions. Several top executives, including CEO Jeff Skilling and founder Kenneth Lay, were convicted for their roles in the scam, though Lay died before sentencing. Number 3. The 2008 subprime mortgage crisis, a global economic meltdown. The 2008 global financial crisis was a perfect storm of greed, mismanagement, and fraudulent practices in the mortgage industry. Investment banks sold risky subprime mortgages as safe, high-return investments, while rating agencies gave these toxic assets top ratings. As housing prices plummeted and homeowners defaulted on loans, the whole system collapsed. Major financial institutions like Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, and millions of people lost their jobs and homes. Governments around the world had to intervene with massive bailouts, but the human and economic toll was catastrophic. Number 4. The Wirecard scandal, the fall of a German fintech star. Wirecard was once hailed as one of Europe's most promising fintech companies. Based in Germany, it processed online payments for millions of customers. But behind the scenes, something was terribly wrong. In 2020, it was revealed that $2.1 billion listed as assets on Wirecard's balance sheet simply didn't exist. The company had been cooking its books for years, misleading investors, regulators, and the public. CEO Markus Braun was arrested, and the company's collapse raised serious questions about oversight in the financial world. Number 5. The OneCoin cryptocurrency scam, a $4 billion Ponzi scheme. Last but not least, we have OneCoin, an alleged cryptocurrency that scammed investors out of over $4 billion. Bulgarian entrepreneur Ruja Ignatova promised people that OneCoin would be the next Bitcoin. But unlike Bitcoin, OneCoin wasn't even a real cryptocurrency. Ignatova and her team created a sophisticated Ponzi scheme, convincing people all over the world to invest in what turned out to be a worthless coin. In 2017, Ignatova vanished, and she remains on the FBI's most wanted list today. What do these scams have in common? A mix of ambition, deception, and the ability to exploit trust. Whether through corporate fraud, Ponzi schemes, or global economic meltdowns, these financial scandals remind us of the dangers of unchecked greed and the importance of transparency in the financial world. So, before you invest or trust someone with your money, remember these stories. Because if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That wraps up our look at the world's biggest financial scams. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more stories about the wild world of finance.